Hey Scruffy, how you doing? So today was a nice day, huh? Yeah? So I have a fresh can of cat food. Let's see, it's grilled chicken and tuna. And I tried to pour all the grease in, but there wasn't any. So usually there's a... Oh, you're coming in, huh? I think you can smell the food, huh? Yeah, going in further. Okay, well. Quick adventure for Scruffy, huh? Okay, so we're already on the map, huh? So I guess I have to do this. Over here, huh? Try to get the glove on. Target this way. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, usually there's grease or oil or fat or something in a fresh can of cat food. So when I first open the cat food, I usually mix it in with the kibble and use it as a gravy. But after I refrigerate it, it turns into like a solid, like a gelatin or something. So it's only good on the first day when it's warm. But yeah, today there wasn't any grease in the can, and I think that was true the last can too. I thought it was kind of odd. So I'm wondering if that means either maybe the can of cat food I have is fresher, and maybe it takes time for the oils to separate. So maybe the older the can is, the more that the oils separate from the meat, and then you get more liquid in the can. Or maybe they changed the recipe. Oops, wow, Scruffy's coming up. I was thinking it could also be the type of food. So I noticed the ocean whitefish has more oil than the others. So this was the real chicken tuna. But usually there's oil in this can too, just not as much as the ocean whitefish. And same with the super supper. But yeah, I don't know. So I guess maybe I'm gonna try to make a mental note. So as we spend time on this pack of cat food, see if there's more and more oil as time goes on. So as I mentioned, I was thinking about mixing up the flavors. So rather than just going through the box straight, I'd open 2 boxes because I have a different flavor. Unfortunately, I bought 3 boxes, and it's 2 the same and 1 different. So if I want to try to give Scruffy a equal distribution or a regular distribution, I guess I need to do maybe 2 cans of the first type. Oh wow, and climbed up, he dug his claws into the glove to do that. So that wouldn't feel good on human flesh. It's the chin rub tonight. So anyway, I was thinking, yeah, so it'd be 2 cans to 1. So do 2 cans of the first type of box, then 1 can from the other, and then go back to 2 cans of the first box, and then 1 can again. So that would draw out the life cycle of the box, and so maybe the grease will have more time to separate if I do that. So it might be an interesting experiment. Maybe interesting is overstating the case, but I guess it's an experiment nonetheless. So the weather was actually nice today. It was actually supposed to be hotter today, and fortunately it didn't materialize quite as bad as they originally projected. It did warm up, but yeah, it's not miserable in any sense. It's actually nice. Tomorrow, I think, is still supposed to be miserable, but I didn't check the weather today. I'm still operating under the assumption it will be miserable tomorrow. And then the day after is supposed to start cooling down again. So I think the day after is supposed to be like today. Well, it's supposed to be hotter today, but so I'm not sure what it's going to be like. If it's like today, it'll be nice. I kind of hope it will be like today. So so this afternoon, I decided to try another bicycle ride. So this will be the 3rd one I've done since I stopped for my injured hip flexor. And since my last 2 runs were pretty terrible, so yesterday and the day before, and I still didn't really feel that energetic today, but I felt like I needed to get out and do something. Figured maybe I'd try my hand at bicycling. It's been, I forgot how many days since I went on a ride, so it's been more than a few, so figured it's probably a long enough rest that I can conservatively try another ride. And I didn't want to do it tomorrow since I'm planning to stay in tomorrow because of the heat. So today seemed like my best shot if I was going to do it. So at first everything felt okay. It felt very similar to my ride a few days ago. But as I got closer to the park, I started noticing my leg was starting to bother me a little. And I was starting to get concerned, and I was really thinking maybe I needed to turn around and stop, basically. but I was almost at the park, and I felt, okay, I can make it, I think I can make it to the park and then I'll turn around. And then I was trying to work out a kink in my leg, just kind of stretching it in different directions while I was on the bike, because yeah, I was starting to notice some discomfort. And then it kind of like popped, kind of like when you crack your knuckles, and then suddenly all the discomfort went away. And I remembered that happened a few times before I got injured. And I'm actually wondering if it's related to my injury. So I probably need to be careful about that. But all the pain went away after that, which is also what happened before. So anyway, I think it's food time here. Huh? Scruffy still seems to like the net breads though. But yeah, I think we'll get you your food, okay? Yeah. Let's get your food. Okay. And a leaf stuck in your fur there. Kind of amazed at how much debris clings to Scruffy. So I thought cats were immaculate. But they always take care of their coats really well. It seems like, yeah, Scruffy's like run through the bushes or something right before dinner. I'm in a hurry, I gotta get to dinner. I don't have time to groom. So actually, yeah, I saw Scruffy on the mat about an hour ago. So he was, yeah, kind of early to dinner. I wasn't ready to feed him. So I left, and then by dinner time, I started preparing the dinner, and I didn't see him. So I don't know if he was like right next to the door or if he had left. But yeah, usually he's on the mat, so I can see him. Anyway, so I continued preparing his dinner, and then I saw him on the mat again, so I'm not sure if he took a run through the bushes. Maybe he needed a litter box trip or something. Of course, when I finally opened the door, he was right at the door again, so I don't know, maybe he was just next to the door, moving back and forth. So anyway, I got footage of Scruffy sleeping on the table most of the day. So he was on the table, I think, early this morning. And then, let's see, what happened. Yeah, I think around lunchtime, I finally noticed he was off the table. So I figured, well, if he's off the table, I guess it'd be a good time to come out and bring out his water. That way you won't scare him off the table. And so when I came out, I noticed he was actually sitting behind the table. He's awake. So yeah, it was, I guess, a good time. So anyway, I brought out the water. Unlike yesterday, he didn't really approach or meow at me. I think he waited for me to go back in. And then he drank his water. So yeah, today was more uneventful than yesterday, where Scruffy was meowing and And then yesterday I also saw the friendly cat, and friendly cat's always fun. But let's see. Anyway, I went in, did more stuff, and then I think later that afternoon I saw Scruffy back on the table sleeping. So anyway, yeah, to finish my thought about the bicycle ride and the leg, yeah, so I noticed before I got injured, yeah, I was starting to feel some discomfort and eventually some, which I guess became pain. But I noticed if I kind of stretched my leg in a certain way, sometimes it would kind of pop, like cracking your knuckles or whatever, and then suddenly the discomfort would go away. But when I finally got like injured for permanently, I was actually trying to kind of pop my leg or whatever I was doing to it, and I noticed it wasn't working anymore. And so that's when I noticed the pain wasn't going away and became permanent, and then got worse. So I'm thinking I need to probably rest more, so my leg's probably not fully healed. So I'm not going to be going out for bike rides every other day like I was yet, anyway. But I'm thinking also maybe I need to try some other type of stretching exercise before I leave on my trips. Maybe I can do something to work the hip or that joint or whatever it is, and do something so I don't start irritating it and leading it to whatever it is that is happening. Yeah, I forgot to mention on the bike ride a few days ago, I actually ran into, but I passed a deer on the trail. So it was just, yeah, on the edge of the trail. I thought it would, I was on the paved, I've been sticking to the paved trails and roads because I thought maybe the dirt trails might force me to do more maneuvers that put more strain on my hip or leg or whatever the problem is. So where I saw the deer was on one of the bigger paved trails. So there was plenty of space. I gave him a wide berth. But yeah, the deer held its ground. Didn't really seem that concerned about me. Scruffy here would be terrified. Move the balls for Scruffy. So yeah, that deer was braver than Scruffy. Yeah, I didn't see any deer today. So I saw one cyclist. Yeah, he was really booking it. He was zooming past me. We were going uphill, so I was taking it pretty easy because of my leg. And yeah, he was booking it. So he passed me several times. Because I think he passed me. I think he kept circling back and forth, so he passed me several times, and yeah. And then I think when I was leaving the park, we were going opposite directions, and I think, yeah, he was pushing himself really hard, so yeah, he let out a victory scream or something at one point. I guess, yeah, I'm guessing maybe he was timing himself or something. I don't know. And then I passed a walker who was, I think he was taunting me. So he was yelling at me, saying, "Go faster, faster, faster." Yeah, I'm not going faster today. Trying not to go easy on my leg. So I was using the granny gear. Actually, I don't. Well, the closest thing I have to a granny gear. So I was in the lowest gear. So my bike isn't as good as the modern bikes. So the modern ones, they really do have, these really extreme gear settings. I guess they call the lowest one the granny gear. But yeah, mine doesn't actually go that low. Scruffy is going to jump. Yeah. Looks like, well, I thought he was going to jump up on the table and go. Not much more pate smear, just a little bit. Oh, there's a meow. Okay, I think I'm going to get up. Unless he jumps up on the table. He's jumping up on the table. Okay, I think he wants treat or more food, huh? He's jumping down. So I was gonna grab the treat bag just to see what he does. I'm gonna feed him the treat, put it on the table. Okay, got one treat for you. There's not that many left here. Oops. Don't think you can see it. I'll find it. There it is. So I'm going to put the treat bag back. Probably smells like the treats, so probably wants to examine it. Okay, well, I think maybe I'm going to go in I want to see if he's going to stay up on the table the rest of the night, or if he's going to jump down. So I think I'm just going to go in at this point. Though I'll probably scare him if I bring him in the water, but maybe I won't dump the water, I'll just bring him in. Okay, so I'm going to sit down and bend down and grab the water here. It looks like he's jumping down. Okay, well, I think that's it for tonight. No, maybe not. So I just picked up the plate, and there's no more plate. It's on the chair. Okay, I think maybe Scruffy's hungry. Okay, you want more food? Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get more food. Okay, folks, I'm gonna get more kibble. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. He just hissed at me as I started inching towards the door here. So I get for being nice. Oops, I just dropped a bunch of kibble. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Let's get you your kibble. I actually need to refill the kibble container. So maybe I'll do that while he's eating. Okay, so I'm going to put down your plate over here. Yeah. Yeah, hitsy. And I'm going to get more kibble. Okay, folks, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.